a collaboration between SIM University and the National Library on a series of panel discussions addressing current topics in Singapore. Today our topic is Weathering the Haze, Are We Ready? And now we should start this evening's program. Can I invite the speakers to the stage as well as our moderator for this evening, Dr. Liu Pei, faculty member of the School of Science and Technology at UNISYN. Dr. Pei, our speakers, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Conversation Starters panel discussion, Weathering Haze, Are We Ready? Haze is a hot topic in Singapore and in the region. In the region, we have about 60% of the world's peatlands. And when peatlands are dry, due to unsustainable management practices, they become like coal. And when burned, they emit strong, heavy smoke and large amount of carbon. And haze does not require any passports. Okay, so that's why we have been having transboundary haze pollution. Okay, if you recall, just last year, sometime in October, in certain parts of Singapore, we had a staggering high PSI PM2.5 reading of 471. Okay, so can you imagine how suffocating that was? Okay, so haze has many adverse effects on us and has many detrimental effects on tourism and commerce as well. For example, there will be a spike and rise in absenteeism, there will be poorer productivity, and in severe cases, you may even have stoppages of works. Okay, and it affects our aviation, our maritime and land transport safety as well. But most importantly is its impact on our health and how it affects us and our daily routine and activities. So today, we will be able to discuss a wide range of issues, including indoor air quality, because we spend about 90% of our time indoors. Okay, and we will be also discussing some of the smart building solutions and technologies that will be able to help us defend against haze and alleviate the impact of haze. By the way, I'm Dr. Liu Pei from the School of Science and Technology. I manage the Facilities and Events Management program in the university. In the program, we have courses such as indoor air quality and green buildings. I guess that's the reason why I'm here to be the moderator to facilitate this discussion. Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you our panelists. Our three panelists are Dr. Andrew Tay, Dr. Jovan, and Dr. Ng Lee Ching. Dr. Andrew Tay is currently the Director of for Health and Productivity, EHS and S, Environmental Health, Safety and Sustainability Shared Services at the GlaxoSmithKline, Singapore. In his current role, he provides occupational health services and strategies to enhance the resilience, health and well-being of their employees in the company. He graduated with Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery from the School of Medicine, previously a senior resident in the NUHS Preventive Medicine Residency program. He also holds the Master of Public Health, Occupational and Environmental Health specialization. So prior to his current position, he received his postgraduate Public Health and Occupational Medicine training at the Saw Swee Hock School of Public Health, NUS, Ministry of Manpower, Ministry of Health, and the restructured hospitals. So please welcome Dr. Andrew Tay. Dr. Zuraimi Sultan is a Singaporean currently living and working in Canada. He is a staff scientist at the National Research Council of Canada, working in the field of sustainable indoor air quality solutions and technologies. He holds a doctorate degree in science from NUS. Currently, he is the chair of Canada's Technical Advisory Committee on IAQ Technologies and represents Canada as a member of SRA's Environmental Health Committee and Multidisciplinary Task Group on Energy Efficient Air Cleaning, as well as ISIAQ Scientific Committee on Air Cleaning and ISO Technical Committee 142. Among his other contributions include documentation on the epidemiology of asthma, allergies, and respiratory health in the childcare center and health and home environments, as well as publishing research, standards, guidelines, and emerging issues on air cleaning. He is also an adjunct associate professor in mechanical and mechatronics engineering at the University of Waterloo. Please welcome Dr. Jovan. Dr. Ng Lee Ching is the director of the National Environment Agency's Environmental Health Institute, EHI for short, Singapore. She has spent almost 20 years contributing to the building of laboratory capabilities for Singapore's public health, understanding disease risk and transmission, and developing tools and strategies for mitigation of risk. She also serves as an adjunct associate professor at Nanyang Technological University. She is a regular temporary advisor to the World Health Organization, WHO, especially in the areas of dengue and chikungunya, which is similar to dengue, surveillance and control, and serves as the director of the WHO Collaborating Center for Reference and Research for Arbovirus and their associated vectors. The center has contributed to regional capacity building through hosting ad hoc attachments of public health practitioners at EHI and organizing the series of Asia Pacific Dengue workshops. Okay. So that's for the introduction. Please welcome Dr. How are we going to approach this panel discussion is that I will start the ball rolling by posing a question to our panelists individually. And then we will have several questions that each of them may be able to answer and chip in before we open up the Q&A to the floor. So when we open up the Q&A to the floor, and if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hands. We will identify you, and then you will briefly introduce yourself, pose your question. You may direct it to the panel at large or direct your question individually to the panelists. All right? So I'll pose our first question to our medical doctor, Dr. Andrew Tay. Andrew, what are the harmful effects of Haze?
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the health aspect because this is something that we usually interest us, right? But we're going through some slides to actually go through to illustrate better. So in the pictures that you will see over here is actually the picture of a body, right? And this is actually adapted from Straits Times. And you can see that in the short term, and there's also a long term, both also has got some problems. All right. So when you come from the short term, so for example, if the PM2.5 is really very high, what kind of impact it will have? Once you get out the door, you get the impact directly. And that is, let's start from the eye, you get teary eyes, you get itchy, and you can get actually red eyes. If you wear contact lens, it tends to actually trap even more because your contact lens can actually trap it underneath it, and then you get even more problematic to the eyes. So sometimes it's better that you wear spectacles during the period of time. And then when it comes to the nose, especially those people who have got allergic nose, or what we call, you call it in terms of sinus, right? Yeah, but the proper term would be allergic rhinitis. And then you find that you get stuffy nose early in the morning or whenever you go out. It keeps on running. When it comes to throat irritation, some of us will wake up with sore throat. And people with who has got asthma can get a lot more cough, a lot more wet cough, very difficult to sleep at night, and it can aggravate wheezing. And also people who have got skin allergy, you can tend to have this eczema flare, and then you'll find that your skin can be a bit itchy. What is worse is that sometimes when you are, when the haze is here, and then you tend to wear masks or you shut yourself indoor without turning on the aircon, then that's where you get increase in heat burden to the body as well. You get sweaty, you get difficulty in breathing because the air all becomes very hot and warm inside the mask, or indoor if you don't turn on the aircon. And then that can also make you feel a bit more uncomfortable overall. But the long-term wise is, we'll put it in terms of organ. So for the heart, so it usually affects people who already got existing heart problem. And then what we know that is that people will get to have a heart failure, so they get breathless. They tend to go to A&E even more often, and hospitalization. So for the brain, right, it actually has been shown to increase the risk of stroke if there's a long-term impact. So what does it mean by long-term impact? It means like at least more than PSI more than 100 for most days over many years. It is not like 1 day or 2 day kind of haze period or 1 or 2 months kind of thing, but it's an everyday kind of event. For example, in other countries they have haze almost every day because of their industrialization. These are the people who will be at risk in developing all these long-term effects. In terms of lungs, you get what called the smoker's lungs disease, because breathing in haze is equivalent to smoking actually. So you get all the impact that you will have as though you are actually smoking on a daily basis. In terms of cancer, lung cancer has been shown to actually result to be associated with poor air quality, breathing in all this poor air quality. I think this, in short, would summarize the long-term and the near-term effect of exposure to haze.
Thank you, Andrew, for your enlightening sharing. So let's go clockwise. I pose this question to Lee Ching. How is indoor air quality important?
Well, most of us spend a lot of time indoor, right? Maybe have a show of hands. 90%? 10%? Hardly anybody, right? So at least 50% and above. And all of us spend a lot of time indoor. And each time we talk about air quality, in fact, we have focused a lot on outdoor. We keep constantly talking about outdoor, but what about indoor? What air are we breathing? So during haze, this is a haze topic. During haze, what we have found is that there's advisory, right? They ask you to go indoor. But what we showed is that actually outdoor air and indoor air, same or not, you think? It's the same. In well-ventilated areas, they're more or less the same. They're very equivalent. Yeah, well-ventilated means anything from outside and home, the air could come in. So in this kind of situation, you ought to then protect yourself, close the windows and things like that. Yeah, we can talk about that later. So it's very important because we spend a lot of time indoor. But I also want to draw your attention to other issues of indoor air quality. Besides haze, there are other, haze only comes a certain period, right? 1 month at most, perhaps. But on a daily basis, we should be also concerned about indoor air quality. So especially what we see a lot is renovations. A lot of people like renovation. Renovation of homes, renovation of office, and sometimes you get this teary eye, you smell this thing, and it's probably formaldehyde in the air. These chemicals are all used in product, in your furniture, in your glue, and these should be avoided. And there are actually good products out there that does not contain this kind of formaldehyde. And in your renovation, you should try to use this kind of product. And of course, the other aspects, so you have the haze problem that could infiltrate and cause problem. You have volatile organic chemicals that can affect you. You can also have ventilation problem. Too much, if you're in an enclosed area, too many of you in an enclosed area, then you get a buildup of CO2. I'm sure you have experience staying in a room and feeling very sleepy, and you thought that you had enough sleep, and why are you so sleepy? And probably because of the buildup of carbon dioxide. So it makes you very tired. So all these are very critical, important issues to address to avoid infiltration of haze during haze period, avoid using products that has volatile organic chemicals, and ensure good ventilation.
Thank you. As a continuation to that question, I would like to ask our building scientists here, Raimi, how does outdoor air affects indoor air quality?
Thank you. I think we have heard the saying that the solution to pollution is dilution. What this means is that if you have a poor indoor air quality that's due to a presence of pollution, let's say a brand new carpet in your home, you would tend to open the windows and let in the outdoor air come in and reduce the concentration to dilute the concentration. All this with the assumption that the outdoor air is clean. But in a haze situation where the pollution source is from the outdoors, the dilution approach will not work. So because you want to limit the ingress of the outdoor pollutants into the buildings. So for buildings, the indoor air and the outdoor air are always interconnected, mainly because of two main processes, ventilation and infiltration. So ventilation is where you have the intentional introduction of outdoor air into the building through air conditioning, through mechanical ventilated systems, and also through opening of windows. For infiltration is the process where you have unintentional introduction of outdoor air into the buildings through cracks within the building envelope or through a gap within the doors and between the windows. So the ventilation and the infiltration always ensure that there's interconnectedness of indoor air and outdoor air. And as a result, if there is an increase in the outdoor concentration of a haze-like pollutant particles, you will find a corresponding increase in the indoor concentration of the same pollutant in the building. But that increase is dependent on the amount of the outdoor air coming in. And different buildings, you're going to have different amount of outdoor air coming into the buildings. For naturally ventilated buildings, let's say HDB residents, schools, and childcare centers that rely on open windows for ventilation, you're going to have a large amount of outdoor air coming in. And when these windows are being closed and then you turn on the split air conditioner, the ventilation air becomes zero, and you have infiltration air coming in. And infiltration air is normally very minimal. In office buildings where we have air conditioning mechanical ventilated system, the outdoor air goes through the air handling system, and this typically is about 10% of the volume of the air that's being supplied to the office space. So what this means is that if you have, let's say you have an outdoor concentration of particles during a haze event, let's say 100 micrograms per meter cube, different buildings will have different indoor concentration of the same pollutant because of the amount of outdoor air coming into the buildings. So there's a lot of dynamics there. So in summary, what I'm trying to say is that outdoor air can help to improve indoor air quality, provided outdoor air is clean. And the amount of outdoor air coming into a building is dependent on the building type, which is dependent on what type of ventilation you have. And lastly, if you have an outdoor pollution source, like in a haze scenario, you want to reduce the ingress of outdoor pollutants coming into the building by taking out the pollution, pollutant that comes within the ventilation air or filtration air.
Thank you, Zuraimi. Maybe I will just open this question to the entire panel. Okay. What are the concerns when staying indoors during haze?
So I'll start from the medical aspect because we talked a little bit about what are the sources of the indoor air pollution, and I'm just going to show you a slide to depict that. Just hang on while I start to look up for the slides. Yes. So in the slide over here, it actually summarizes, this picture is actually sourced from the Google images, and it actually summarizes the source of air pollution in the indoor air environment, that contributes to the actually poor air quality, which means even if you shut the door in the presence of haze, then these things that are coming down from your house start to build up. And then what you can see is that you use bleach If you want to add a bit of bleach, then you come and mop the floor, what happens is the chlorine will then start to evaporate and be inside the house. And chlorine in itself can actually cause harm to the lungs, right, in the long term wise, especially if you use concentrated bleach and you shut yourself in during the haze period, that's even worse. Because the chlorine is just there, particularly if you've got young children, children with eczema, children with asthma, you realize that the skin becomes more itchy, and actually they could have more cough. And you realize that you tend to cough even more if you use bleaching agent. So just be aware that during the haze, you shut your door, all those things. Maybe you just want to use water. The other thing is actually cooking. So we think that cooking, and then you got the hot hood, and then you think the air is somehow being, or rather the particles has just been somehow being captured. So if the hood is not maintained, you don't change the filter, you don't change the proper capture, you don't use the proper suction air, what happens is that you suck up the air and then it spread around in the kitchen area and might go to the living room. And then in the cooking process, if you're doing deep fry or you're doing pan frying, what happens is that you're actually generating particulate PM2.5 at your home by yourself. And what is worse is that sometimes we use charcoal to do braised meat, right? Yeah, they say that use charcoal to get the deep heat and then you can cook a very delicious food. But what happens is that charcoal burning emits a lot of PM2.5 compared to gas. And then if you were to want to cook charcoal braised meat and using charcoal, right, in the haze season, and all this PM2.5 is just saturated in the house, even though you think you're free, but it actually is at home. Right. So there are many other things like pollens. If you are a cigarette, if you are a smoker, the tobacco smoke will be inside there, and then there are mold, especially if you keep a lot of carpet, and all this thing can actually enter the lung and cause all the items that we described just now: cough, teary eyes, and skin itch. Okay, so I think I'll stop here in terms of the health impact, and then I'll just pass the time on to the rest of the panel to talk about indoor air quality.
May I just add that you mentioned charcoal. In fact, charcoal often undergo incomplete combustion, which means that you will get carbon monoxide, which is actually not good for us. Carbon monoxide binds to your red blood cells and then it's permanently bound, and then your red blood cell cannot absorb the O2, the oxygen. So beware as well. When you use charcoal, use it in an outdoor environment, or ensure that there's proper ventilation, whether you're at home or in a restaurant. In terms of indoor air quality, during haze, yes, it is the particles that we are concerned about. Whether we should be concerned, I mean, you were asking, what should we be concerned about when you stay indoors? We mentioned about if it's naturally ventilated, you should close the windows, and in fact, because of the particles, you may want to consider using the air purifier as well. Get an air purifier, prepare one at home. And in terms of air purifier, use the one with the HEPA filter. We can elaborate on that later if you are interested. So that is for haze. But in a naturally ventilated situation. However, in buildings like this, do you think it's a concern? Any idea? So naturally ventilated, we know it is a concern because the air outside and inside are about the same. So close your windows. As you said, don't try to avoid creating more. In fact, things like vacuum cleaner should be avoided. Vacuum cleaner generate a lot of aerosol, a lot of particles again, add on to the particles that we don't want. So we do have, so this is for naturally ventilated. But for a building like this, typically they are equipped with a ventilation system, an air treatment system with filter that will remove the particle, right? So I think it's in commercial building, it is less of a concern. And I have seen many buildings as well where perhaps not, you have shopping centers, I don't know whether you noticed last year, a lot of shopping centers put in extra protocols, they implement extra protocols where they close all the doors, the sliding automatic doors will all shut tight, and they open the side door for you to go in. And that is actually to prevent infiltration through the door. And they also put there, don't forget to close the door. So if you are guilty of it, next time if you see this, always close the small little door when you pass by it. So that's all the small little measures that we can actually do to mitigate or to reduce our risk of infiltration of the air or of particles into the building.
I think there's one more, with regards to the home environments and schools and childcare centers that rely on natural ventilation. I think when during a Haze event, when the windows are told to be shut, I think that's where we have problems with regards to inadequate ventilation that's being supplied into for the occupants. That's one of the biggest concerns that we need to address. Currently, I'm not so sure whether there's any technologies out there meant for Singaporean buildings that can help to remove the particles and at the same time ventilate home environments and school environment, childcare center. I think this is something that we need to consider and how to solve this problem going forward.
So no, currently for naturally ventilated, there is no sort of easy solution. So the recommendation that our guidelines to all these places is that you close your windows, but then when you have an opportunity, when the air turns better, open up to ventilate it, yeah, to get more oxygen in and get carbon dioxide out.
So it's quite timed quite perfectly. So I guess the sharing or advice is that you shouldn't just shut